Welcome back to the catch up here on Cris Cyborg's YouTube channel. I am James Lynch. She is Cris Cyborg. Cris, how are you this afternoon?
I'm great, training yesterday. I'm a little sore, but I'm excited to be here with you, James.
Yes, and we're excited to talk. We do the show every week. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. Okay, we got to get into it, Cris. Big news on the weekend. Amanda Nunes, your former opponent, retiring after her dominant win over Irene Aldana. First and foremost, were you surprised to see Amanda retire?
I'm not surprised. I think she's been fighting for a long time. I know she have a wife and she's kids, and one kid come away. I think she's just fight for a long time and have a new chapter. Her life is coming, and she's very excited. I'm not surprised.
What did you think about her performance? Really dominant victory over Irene Aldana.
No, I think she did a great fight. Aldana, I think she's need a little more offense in the fight. I think she's really intimidated, maybe. So, but Amanda showed a lot of tools. She never showed another fight. She did a great fight. Maybe if she's really a little more secured for go grappling, I think she will be able to finish the fight before. But it was a great fight, great retire fight.
You're a little upset you never got to get that rematch. I think a lot of fans did want to see that happen. I know it's tough now with you being in Bellator and her being in the UFC, but is that something you thought about when you heard her retire?
I'm not gonna say upset, but the word I think is right. The word is like disappointed. Mm-hmm. I think I had one, go in my heart to make the rematch, before I retire or she retire. I think a lot of fans asking for this too, and even the Juliana Pena. See a lot of people say, you left the third fight. But, after we fought, I was 14 years in the field. I think it was the rematch. It was going to be great, but, I don't know.
And just last thing on Amanda, it looks like they are going to be shutting down the featherweight division in the UFC. I know they have another featherweight fight scheduled, but just your thoughts on, because that originally was your division, right? And it looks like they're going to be shutting it down.
It's a little bit sad, because we fight the beginning, when I started in UFC was the big goal. It's to open the division, have a lot of girls 145, don't need to kill themselves to 135. So, it's a little sad because, we're doing a lot for the sport now, for the girls, younger girls coming and having the opportunity. But, Bellator have the full division and all 45 pounds. And you guys are welcome to go there. It's a great event and the great division complete.
There we go. Also on that card, one of the big highlights of the night, Charles Oliveira defeating Beneil Dariush in the very first round. What did you think of that performance as he rebounds from his loss to Islam Makhachev?
Charles Oliveira was a great fight. Congratulations, Charles. Did amazing. Represent superstar now in Brazil. Everywhere, people love his watches, his fights. Very excited. I feel sad for Benny. Benny was teammate, and he is a really nice guy. But I know he's a hero type of guy. I know he's coming back strong. And everything happened for a reason. And that day was Charles' day. But I hope Benny be recovered, come back soon.
And I told you, I don't know if you remember last week, that I went to the event. I actually got to cover it, and I was cage side, so I got to see the fight. Cris, I got to tell you this. Charles got one of the biggest receptions of the night. It was really cool to see everyone kind of come together in Canada, of all places, right? Like, Charles isn't even from there. What do you think of that Charles is such a big superstar that even somewhere like Canada, in Vancouver, he's getting one of the biggest receptions?
He started to show, you can see he's getting a little bit better, even speaking English with the people there in Canada. Yeah. It's really cool, I think this is show the love for the fans. It's really important you can be able to talk to them. And nice, he's doing hard work, he's doing great victories. It's a great exciting fight. And the people, he's changed a little bit, his style. Before it was more submission, people don't like it. Now he's finishing the fight. He's getting good. The people start to love him and his style.
And just last thing on Charles, do you think he did enough to get a rematch with Islam Makhachev, the lightweight champion?
I believe he's ready. He's been training. I think his next rematch for sure for Islam. I think he's gonna do great to get the victory. And he say, "I'm ready. It can be your house." So let's see. I'm excited for this fight.
We always talk a little boxing on here. We had an exhibition boxing fight over the weekend as well that people kind of saw, probably for the wrong reasons. Floyd Mayweather, John Gotti III. There was a big brawl in the ring. Have you ever seen anything like that, Cris? That was crazy.
No, it was crazy. And I watched the security fight. Yeah. The girls fighting there. It was crazy. I didn't watch the fight, but I see everything online. Yeah. And I didn't know who's Mayweather, the opponent, but I hear he's like coming from one mafia family in USA. I don't know, but it was a little bit scary, but thank you God that they have the detector, the detector thinks when it's security come inside to the arena, because usually when this type of happen, people getting shot. It's really, really bad, but.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is that thank God nothing bad happened, because when you get that many people in the ring, crazy things can happen. So good to see.
It was no pro fight. It's like an exhibition.
Yeah, why are people freaking out? It doesn't even count, right, as an exhibition. Yeah. I'm with you there for sure. Bellator is back this Friday. Really good card coming up here in Chicago. Bellator 297. In the main event, we've got Vadim Nemkov against Yoel Romero. Who do you like in this fight? Yoel Romero, 46 years old and still competing at a high level, Chris. Very impressive.
Yes, I think it's a great fight. It's going to be a good fight. Romero, it's really violent. His strong punch, both hands, and good strike. I think if his opponent is not be able to get it the distance, the face takedown, work his jab, Romero gonna get out to that fight champion.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting fight. And then we got a great fight in the co-main event. How about this? Patricio Pitbull moving down to 135 to fight champion Sergio Pettis. We've had Pitbull actually on the show before. He's a great guy. Sergio Pettis, very good fighter. We've, since he's left the UFC, had a lot of success in Bellator. What do you think of that matchup in the co-main event?
This fight is going to be a very good fight. I believe if Patricio have a nice cut weight, he's making 435. So if he really be good in the fight, healthy for the fight, I think is a great chance of he's getting the victory. Sergio Pettis, I really know he's a champion and he's a really, really strong opponent. And he's gonna be ready for the fight too. But I know Patricio's have a lot of experience, so it's gonna be fun to see, because Patricio if he's getting the title, it's gonna be 135, 145, and 155. He was the guy KO'd Michael Chandler. So let's see. I'm very excited to watch this fight.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see how Pettis looks from the layoff. Of course, he couldn't defend his title. He had an injury. And then you got Pitbull making 135 for the first time. So really interested to see how that goes. Exciting fights on Friday. Okay, let's get to our Blaze game of the week. We're talking some MLS. Chris, I actually follow a little bit of the MLS because I live in Vancouver. We have the Vancouver Whitecaps. But we're going to be talking about the LAFC playing the Houston Dynamo. Who's your pick in this one? I kind of feel like I know which way you're going, but I got to ask anyways.
I'm gonna pick Los Angeles because I'm always here in Los Angeles. I'm gonna get the team, and I know they have a tough game last time. I'm getting into to start to watch the game soccer, but I'm gonna be with LA and you.
I'm going to go Houston just to make things interesting here. I like their name, the Dynamo. That sounds really cool for sure. We got to get out of here. Before we get out of here, I should say we got to mention we got obviously your premium service, CrisCyborg.com. You can sign up for less than a cup of coffee. You can pay with Bitcoin. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, including your Q&As, which are exclusive to people that sign up for the service. And you got your OnlyFans as well. A lot of behind the scenes video blogs, all types of stuff. What do you got coming up, Chris? Let our audience know.
So guys, I want to say thank you for all the support. I don't know if you guys have the opportunity to see the video Rise and Grind with OnlyFans documentary. You can go to my subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then go to the OnlyFans. You get the opportunity. It's a really nice documentary before my last boxing fight. You can see the backstage, really cool. If you can go to my website, have merchandise, have everything you would like to see, and you will accept Bitcoin. I just want to say thank you, guys. Thank you for all the support. Have an amazing week. And thank you, James.